Boy, you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Bromigos Podcast.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Bromigos Podcast. I am currently smoking. I'm wonderfully high, and I wish I could partake with you, but unfortunately you can't. It is your boy, Panama Red.
It's the Hoochie Man holding it down as always.
And of course, the undercover brother. Man, what are you smoking today? Are you smoking a pen or are you smoking a blunt? What do you got?
Got a little pen thing. They have buy these from the store now.
You can actually. So is it legal in Germany?
No. This is not THC. It's called HHC, which is
what's the difference?
It's a legal version, cannabinoid, like legal. I can't quote verbatim what it is, so I don't want nobody coming after me in the comment sections or nothing like that. I just know that this is a legal way to get high.
All right. Well, you're very chilled out today. Like you're usually you have the high energy. You're just so relaxed.
What's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, what's poppin'? Niggas, ladies, how y'all doing? Ladies, hey, I'm not gonna call you bitches anymore. Ladies, what's poppin'? Hey, what's good?
Damn, Mike's such a changed man. He doesn't call the women bitches anymore. Good for him, man.
He got canceled last week.
Now the ladies been coming for me, man. Why you gotta call us bitches? I'm like, hey.
Who was coming for you last week specifically, or
just overall? Like, some of my female friends will listen to it. They're like, "Why are you calling us bitches, Mike? You're more mature than that." I'm like, "Bitch, do you know me? No, I'm not." Like, what? The fuck? No, I'm not. Like, I'm immature as fuck. I'm mature when I need to be.
Yeah, you're mature when it calls for
business, and take care of my life and bills. Yeah, but no, I'm like. Immature all the time. Fuck it.
Let's be fair though. I mean, I had something I want to start with, but like now you say that, it gives me an idea. Should people be a little bit immature though? Because I feel like if people are mature and serious all the time, they become, for lack of better terms, boring.
Maybe immature wouldn't be the proper way to say how they should be. Maybe just a little less serious. Life is serious enough. Like I look at some of my friends around me and I don't take life that serious. Honestly, my perspective on life changed once I came back from Afghanistan. I just viewed life differently. I just wanted to enjoy it more. Like everybody's so uptight. And my thing is, as long as I have money to pay my bills and feed myself and, take trips to every now and again, I'm good. Like I don't need millions of dollars to be happy. You don't know what would make me happy? Give me 3 plants. Right? 3 plants and a family and a house with a jacuzzi and a pool. I'd be happy. I don't need a whole lot to be happy. In like the south of Spain, so I'm in Europe close to my son. Other than that, I don't need shit. Oh, a bunch of money. No, bitch, for what? Can't take that shit with you anyway.
Now, hold on a second. Now that I'm thinking about this, I mean, if you break it down to brass tacks, and I see this meme to death all the time, it really doesn't take a lot for men to be happy. It really doesn't.
Mm-mm. Especially me. Don't take a lot for me to be happy.
So, like, what does it take for you to be happy then, Hoochie Man?
Just good vibes, really.
What's good vibes? Explain good vibes in your opinion.
Just
elaborate.
Here on a Friday night.
Yeah,
pair of jeans that just fits us,
karaoke
right?
night. We'll carry.
And the radio.
Probably just like karaoke night, just casual conversations with some of my friends about life, sports, other topics.
Karaoke, man.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to sing for us now that you say that, right?
Come on, hit the bars.
Hit the bars, Hoochie Man.
Get a little something. Me. Yeah, bro.
Me.
Maybe we need to get some alcohol.
You hear that? Shit, you hear that last note there, Mike? Goddamn, he's got.
You gotta warm up the pipes a little bit.
Yeah, warm up the pipes a little bit.
Oh man, I bet when was it "Don't Stop Believing" comes on the karaoke machine, fucking Hoochie Man just singing his heart out.
He's like,
man.
"That's my song.
That's my
Get
song.
Out my day. It's my song."
Well, the one night I did karaoke, I turned "Hey Delilah" into like a emo pop rock cover.
Oh my god!
This man just creating fusions now. This is why What did we say last week, Mike? This is why when we chose Hunter, we were just like fucking shocked at his talent. This is it's coming out, man. It's coming out. Look at him. He can sing. He's got these fusions of turning pop songs to emo punk. I mean, look at you, man. Look, we're proud of you, Hoochie, man. Keep up the good work.
Hell
buddy.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, my chicken's coming. God damn. Yes.
Yes.
Your chicken. What chicken?
Chicken. Fried
Man,
chicken.
Yeah. Like today I woke up, I've been eating all this salad and broccoli and all this good healthy stuff. And
but it's good for you, Mike.
It is good for me. But today I said, fuck that shit. I want some fried chicken. Damn it.
Yes.
So today I'm getting some chicken. No, I just want some chicken. Every now and then I gotta, some fried chicken, bro. Come on. Shit.
Now wait. Now the question is, where'd you get the fried chicken from? Because did you get it from like an American chain, like a KFC or like a Popeyes?
KFC over here is fire. First of all,
really,
KFC in Jersey, Piscataway is trash. It's garbage.
Respectfully speaking, anything out of Piscataway is trash. But
first of all, fuck you. Don't disrespect me like that. We better than fuck. What's wrong with him, listeners? Disrespecting Piscataway.
I feel like overseas, like American food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, I feel like they prepare their meals different. Like they prepare
not as much preservatives and shit.
Correct.
No, definitely not. Definitely 100% not. 100.
That's probably why it tastes better.
It tastes good. So yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of soul food places because if there was, I most certainly would have me some motherfucking American fried chicken. Like, where you from? I'm from Biloxi, Mississippi. Oh, you know her chicken's fire. Give it to me. Yes.
I need to go to a soul food place, man. I see a lot of those places on TV, like, Food Network and shit. And I'm sitting here like, man, I can't be the undercover brother without having any soul food,
When's the last time you had soul food?
I don't know.
You are now white Nat. Take it.
I guess
card stripped. White Nat.
No. I remember now. It was a couple weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago. There was a little like cafe place right by where I work that I got some breakfast from. I had me this omelet that had like, country gravy in it, fucking corned beef hash, cheese. I got me some fucking collard greens and mac and cheese as a side because I'm.
How many black people were in this establishment?
A few. Few.
That's not enough, Matthew. It ain't slapping.
It was a mix. It was a mix of good. It was a mix of good culture in there.
You got to see 10. Like, okay, if capacity is 30 seats, right? 30 people are allowed to come in. Fucking 20 of them better be black people. 5 of them some white boys, 2 of them some Hispanics, and the rest you mix them in. That's the right. Then you know it's slapping. Then you know it's slapping.
That's fair.
Then make want to slap your mama. That's how. Then you know it's good. But if it's only just, well, there was 5 black guys and no. Niggas ain't in there. It ain't slapping.
What day did you get it?
I don't remember. I think it was a Sunday, which is actually kind of suspect.
My bad.
They probably were in church. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Right?
we know how it is with African Americans in church on a Sunday.
Shit, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no. I ain't.
Now you're a different story. We all know that you don't believe in God. I understand. We don't have to get into that conversation.
It's not even that I don't see. It's not that I don't believe in God. It's more like I'm a person that my thoughts and beliefs are rooted in fact. And factually speaking, we know that Jesus existed, right? Factually. But we believe in a book that was written hundreds, if not thousands of years ago, that people that did not understand science and life the way we do now, right? So a lot of the things that they could have seen and foretaken as, oh my God, it's a miracle, could have been scientifically disproven. There's no scientific evidence that God's existence. People, I can feel him. I ain't feel shit. If anything, I feel my stomach bubbling when I have too much cheese. That's what I feel. But I'm not feeling anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, if God does exist, me and him or her or it, whatever the fuck, are going to have some problems. We're going to have to square up. Like, real shit. We're going to have to square up. Like, bro, you've been sitting here. You got kids dying, people in famine, motherfuckers getting blown up, and this is all your motherfucking will. You're a sadistic, conniving, petty motherfucker.
So you 1v1 God. Who do you think wins?
All day. You gonna catch these hands before we gonna hug it out. If he exists or whatever, you gonna catch these hands, bro.
So wait, if God's a woman, you're gonna put hands on.
You was gonna say if God's a woman, are you putting hands?
Motherfucker, Molly Wop, a dual kick that what?
Oh
Bro, the shit that this God has allowed in this world, no.
Oh my
We gotta
God.
fight. We fighting. Like dead ass. We fighting.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
That's
With no
good.
one. That's blasphemous. The Christians gonna go crazy.
that's heresy. That's
Yeah,
heresy, I tell you.
Eat a dick. Me and God, we square it up.
Yo, speaking of wanting to fight people, man, or wanting to cause problems, seeing a lot of stuff online. I want to start this episode off with this. Now we talk about the fun stuff. Man, the LGBTQ communities is just as you say, doing the most, Mike.
Yeah, doing the most.
There is a video online, and as we all know, Pride is more or less come to an end now. And there was a parade, I guess, that happened within the last week or so. And these motherfuckers are in the streets. I don't know where this was. I don't think it was New York, because I think New York had a Pride parade recently too. But they're out here chanting, "We're coming for your children." Of all the things you could have said in the environment, or the, what's the word I'm looking for?
The setting,
yes, or not even the setting, the tension, with the tensions going on between, say, LGBTQ people and the community. Of all the tensions that have been going on the last year or so, you want to now escalate it and start chanting some bullshit.
Yeah.
Hunter, I'd like you to start on this, man. Did you see this clip? What do you think about it?
I saw it. I don't understand the saying, because it doesn't help your case at all, in my opinion. Also, where are all these people at? Like, why everyone had off this exact day?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what? There's thousands of people roaming the street butt ass naked. Like, where you got a job? You got nothing better to do? I mean, I don't blame you for, like, wanting to express your beliefs about this stuff. I'm not trying to tout on that, but
Yeah.
it's like 80, 85 degrees outside. It's hot as hell. Why would you go outside in that?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't agree with the saying, because there's a lot of mixed opinions with it. Like, we talked recently about the Nick Merckx situation, how he's like, leave the kids out of it. And then you got this whole blah, 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 people getting pissed off about it on this side. And then that side, they're like, oh, he didn't say anything bad. But it's just a mess.
Mike, you're next.
So I don't honestly have a whole lot to say. I find it disturbing that people are trying to influence children who can barely. You're talking about kids that can't even decide what the fuck they want to eat for, or when they want to take nap time. But here we are. We want to influence life-altering decisions on their bodies. Like, how does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. That alone, like, kids don't know what the fuck they want tomorrow. Oh, mommy, can we go tomorrow? Then some kids forget, or some kids remember because they're excited, right? And my thing is, and another thing to the LGBTQ WXYZ community, right? I have nothing but love and respect for y'all. I think everyone should be able to live their truth. But why in the fuck can we not just disagree with your point of views on certain things and not be canceled? Why are we being forced to believe the certain thing because you're entitled to your beliefs? Everyone is entitled to their beliefs. We don't have to agree with it. But why should people be canceled, lose their jobs over, like, it almost feels like there's a narrative being just pushed on you everywhere. The NFL has a fucking gay flag league, football flag league now. Yeah.
How was that a thing?
I saw that shit on Instagram the other day. Like, come on. You can't play regular flag football with the rest of us? Like, come on, bro. This ain't like, if there was a need for it, right? If they were truthfully being marginalized. I know there are certain people that live a certain lifestyle that come from families and backgrounds that absolutely make it difficult for them to live their truth. I get that. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that one day their families can overcome all that with love and just embrace their family member. But it does not mean that we have to push this every fucking where. It doesn't need to be taught to our fine. And you know what? You want it more mainstream? Cool. You got it. Elton John wasn't enough. Freddie Mercury wasn't enough. It's everywhere now. Fuck it. I embrace it. I have friends.
Cowboys fans weren't enough either.
Yeah, apparently Cowboys fans aren't enough. Hoochie Man, God bless.
Hoochie Man dropping knowledge and bars today, man.
But holy shit, man, it's enough. Like we're coming for your children, bro. I'm not having that shit. I will be in. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so here's my take on this whole thing. As I have said, and I don't think I get to fully express my point of view of it. I am well aware of the history of the LGBTQ community and their struggle to find rights and in society and all the struggles they faced, with the whole AIDS epidemic and things of that nature. And I admire a lot of their courage in getting those rights.
Yeah.
But when you start pulling shit like this, think about it like this point of view, gentlemen. The whole thing where it's like if you disagree with even a gay person in general, you're now automatically homophobic or such, when actual homophobic individuals exist.
Yep.
So if you wanted to really stop homophobia, you wouldn't now antagonize the people who are homophobic by saying the shit that you're saying with the "we're coming for your children." Because odds are a lot of people that have a problem with this, mostly conservatives, let's be honest, they're the ones that are really up in arms about it and are probably the most homophobic out of the bunch. And here we are saying we're coming for your children. That's not really painting a good picture, and it only makes the people that hate you even more than they already do.
Yeah.
So it's actually doing the opposite. Because I thought Pride was about love and acceptance and all this other shit. Meanwhile, you guys are just out here antagonizing the people that hate you already. And odds are I wouldn't be surprised if there'd be fucking hate crimes in the future with all this continuing to be pushed. I don't want that. I'm not saying that should happen, but I would not be surprised if hate crimes against, LGBTQ individuals would be a thing in the near future. Also, where are the other members of the LGBTQ community that are saying, hey, tone that shit down a little bit?
They're not loud enough.
I'm sorry, Mike?
They're not loud enough. There are people out there saying it. I've seen it. I've not seen it personally, but seen little videos on the internet and things like that. They're there. They're just not loud enough. They don't have the big enough platform to be heard by everyone. Plus, it's not the narrative that's being pushed.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. They're not going to do that. It's like the news. It's like all you see is crime, murder, this and that. There's rarely any good stories because that's not going to get people interested. It's going to be, oh, there was a murder down my block. Oh my God, yeah. I got to tune into the news.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's like I said, I've seen countless people that, like Mike and everyone else here, support LGBTQ and such. And even they're saying that stuff is just becoming too much now. Now you're absolutely just doing the most. Mike, what the hell happened to your camera there?
He's blocking the people coming at him for saying he's homophobic. they're already typing on their keyboard.
They're already ready to cancel us, man. They're already ready to cancel us, and Mike's just hiding. I understand, Mike. It's all good, brother. But yeah, man, it's becoming a little bit too much now. I mean, I'm glad. I think of all the years since Pride Month has been a thing, and it hasn't been a thing for that long, this might have been the most contentious of all of the years since its inception.
I don't understand how it got this political. I remember when it first started, it created an uproar because it was something new. But the next 5-6 years after that, it seemed fine. Okay, we're accepting of this, and then it's just spiraled out of control. I don't know how else to put it.
But yeah, man, it's like he said, they're just doing the most. Oh, there you are. What happened to you?
The delivery guy is lost, so I'm gonna have to get up again.
That's all good.
I live the entrance to my building is behind the building, so it's I gotta tell them, yeah, because it's quiet in here. I love my place, man. I love my place. So what's up? What did I miss? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't miss anything. We were just finishing up the LGBTQ conversation. I didn't know where you ended up. I thought you could still hear us, but
No.
I just wanted to know if you had any final thoughts on the subject, if any at all.
Nah, man. I stand by what I said. Listen, I support you, but I don't think it needs to be pushed on the children. That's really where my problem is. Like when conservatives start talking about, that part of it, that it's being pushed onto our children, I can't disagree with that, right? Because that's what it feels and looks like. I think people should be educated on these matters, but there's a such thing as age appropriate. So make shit age appropriate. Shouldn't be talking about little peepees and vaginas and what they do at like fucking 7. Let them kids be kids. They're gonna get exposed to that shit. That is the job of their parents. Like, don't let parents off the hook. That's the job of a parent, to talk to their kids about sex and the things the changes that the body goes through. Like, don't take that away from them. That's mom and dad's job. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like,
Not only that, they got the drag queens reading child stories in kindergarten class.
I got no problem with drag queens, but like I said, age appropriate. Like, I remember the first time I saw a drag queen. We went to this club. What the fuck was it called? I can't remember what it was called back then. But my friend's like, yeah, we're gonna go out party, right? So I was like, whatever. I'd never been to this place. I was like, cool. My gay friend Joe was with us, and other people were with us. And then we the lights go out and the spotlight comes on, and there's this like fucking 6'5", 257-pound black dude in drag. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on?
I literally just saw, I guess what I thought was a drag queen walk by me during work yesterday when we were in the streets doing some event, and all of a sudden I just see some person with a cat ear headphones and a wig and a dress and a pride flag taped to the back of it, just walking past the whole thing, and I'm like, okay, that happens.
There's a person who comes into work who I definitely 100% believe is Jag, because they're like 6'3", 6'4", and they're like big, buff everywhere. And it's like, there is no way you are 100% a woman. And if so, Candace Sparks needs your help in the WNBA. Okay.
Speaking of the WNBA, man, now you mentioned that, like, what's going on with that? Like, I've actually been seeing it promoted a lot more recently. Shockingly enough, I'm sure Dante is loving that right now, knowing that he's a big basketball fan. It's like, that's what we talked about all last year. It was like, if the NBA cared, why aren't they promoting it more? But
yeah,
they can use people like them on the league, man. Like you said,
I've seen a good bit about it. All I know is that the Las Vegas Aces are like the best team out there, 100%.
Are we talking about the WNBA?
Yeah, we were just saying that I've been noticing anyway that compared to last year, especially with the whole Brittany Griner thing going on, it's actually being promoted a little bit more for the right reasons, I would think.
Yes, but they're still trying to make. Brittany Griner went viral again for making more demands because they feel like the WNBA players should have charter flights when they don't make that kind of money.
No.
How's that work?
Yeah.
How's that work? Or does Brittany Griner want the NBA to pay for that too? Because I mean, let's be real. I think if you were talking about all the money was the same, right? They were generating the same revenue as the NBA. I think it's a no-brainer. They all get the same things that the fucking men get. It's a no-brainer, right? Let's be real about this shit. But if you're not generating the same kind of money, right? You can't look across the aisle and be like, hey, we want the same thing. But you're not, it's not equal. It's not equal. So
this reminds me of the women's soccer league team debate too.
Exact thing. When you boil it down, see what they discovered with the women is when you boil it down and look at the actual numbers and the percentages, by percentages, women make more money than the men do by the percentages, right? Obviously not in actual money and the actual green, because the Men's World Cup generates billions upon billions of dollars, right? Because it has billions of viewers.
Mm-hmm.
The most watched sport in the world, most popular sport in the world. So, but I don't want to get into all that.
I will say though about the women's soccer, they did have a case because arguably over the last 10, 12 years, they have been somewhat better than the men's team. But like you said, the men's Men's soccer different than women's soccer, but women's soccer more successful than men's
Obviously,
soccer. Although now men's soccer is starting to gain some speed. Some
they're ranked
momentum.
11th in the world right now. I just saw that. They're ranked 11th in the world. But the problem with that, Hoochie Man, is that although they may be more successful, they not even maybe, they are more successful than the men's national team when it comes to soccer. The women are more successful. However, you can't pay them when there's nothing to pay them, when your sport isn't generating the money. What are we supposed to pay you from the men? So you want to take away from what the men are generating just to give it to you? How is that equal?
I heard you could pay them with FTX crypto.
Oh man.
Listen, I want everyone to get paid, but you gotta like listen. The men's leagues have been around longer. They've had more time to establish themselves, to control the market, to marketing. They're seasoned. Okay, of course they're gonna get paid more. The WNBA hasn't been around that long. Women's soccer leagues have not been around that long. Like, give your sport time to grow, and you'll be making that kind of money. Or you'll never be equal to the men. Who knows? I don't fucking know.
I mean, hell, even in the U.S., the MLS in general is taking its time to grow.
Yes, but it's growing.
It is growing.
They signed that big deal with Apple.
I think they did. I think I did hear something about that.
It was like $400 million or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow the MLS. I know that Messi's in Miami now. Sergio Busquets is in Miami now. They have a bunch of players
I'll say it was not a $400 million. Sorry, Mike. It was a 10-year, $2.5 billion deal.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years, that's a pretty good deal, man. Especially now that TV's moving to streaming. People get Apple TV. They can watch the games. But anyhow, I really want to get into this segment, Mike. I really want to get into this new segment that you introduced us.
Oh, yeah.
You got me antsy here. I'm trying to find the segue for it, but man, I just want to listen to it. What do you got? Let's talk about it. Please introduce.
I forgot what I fucking called it. Damn it. We had a name for it, Matthew.
It's your segment. It's your name.
Listen, I'm about to come back next week with a cool name. I done forgot. Maybe it's because I was smoking too much.
I was gonna say you've been smoking all episode. My man's forgot what he titled the goddamn thing. I told you last week to write your ideas down, drunk or high or anything.
I think I did.
Oh shit!
I think I did. You got a notebook.
Check the tape.
Got a little journal and shit.
He's got a whole notebook and everything. Damn, this man came prepared. This man came prepared today.
If I can't.
We'll give you some time. Well, while you're looking for the name, at least preface what the actual segment is.
So what I decided was I just wanted to find random clips, sound bites, pictures, memes, whatever the fuck I find either be interesting and we talk about it, funny as fuck and we talk about it, or, just a little something to just blind react to, whatever. So there was a little clip of one of the guys from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Not that I'm promoting him. Not that I agree with him. Also, disclaimer, people out there, I don't agree with all of their views, but I thought this in particular was interesting. And I was like, I wonder what the guys will think about this.
All right. So I'm going to mute so I can hear this and not talk over it. But let's do it, Mike, whenever you're ready.
To go back to telling people that they're stupid. Because here's the thing. We need to stop positively reinforcing stupidity. Oh, no, your opinion is valid. Whatever happened to telling people their opinion is fucking wrong? You're stupid. 1 + 1 is 2. The sky is blue. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. You're dumb. Change the way that you think. We need to stop validifying stupidity.
And that's that. Right. So, again, I hear a lot of their stuff on TikTok and Instagram. And I don't always agree with what they have to say about women. I think honestly, each woman is different, and sometimes their situation dictates they gotta, make certain decisions. Not for us to judge. However, on this particular issue where he speaks about validating dumb opinions and giving stupidity a voice, can we find our way back there? What do y'all think about this?
It's funny you put this particular subject is being brought up because I saw a similar TikTok, not from Fresh and Fit, and I thought to myself, holy shit, this guy is right, because he's saying a lot of the similar things. Like, why it's one thing to have an opinion, but it's another thing to tell that person's opinion is shit. And to help them understand that their opinion is shit and giving factual evidence as to why. And I feel as though the idea of everyone having these opinions now comes from the internet.
Yeah.
Because one, there's a couple factors. One, stupidity gets views. That's well documented at this point. Two, people, because on social media you can basically to some extent dictate who your audience is. Your audience or friends or anything will also have an echo chamber of positive reinforcement to that opinion, even though the opinion that you're giving is objectively shit. That's what I have to say on that subject.
I feel like it's with older people too, like closer to the boomer category.
They just shouldn't be online anyway.
I mean, boomers need to just, you know what? That whole entire, I think I've said this before, they've fucked us. They've created a world where they talk about hard work, but they didn't work nearly as hard as we have to survive in the world that they've created. They've laid the foundation. Thank you very much. Thank you for nothing, actually. You know how much it is to buy houses, or how much it cost back then for them to buy houses and everything. This world is fucked. This world, I don't even feel like. Even
rent. Like even trying to rent an apartment, it's getting so expensive that people are moving back with their parents.
And then I saw some TikTok about some boomer talking shit. Oh, that's the worst thing you can do for your 30-year-old, bro. In the state of New Jersey, in order to live, what is a nice apartment is like $1,700 a month, a nice one, right? If you want an even better one, and you're talking upwards of $2,000 a month.
Maybe even 2,500.
Exactly. So you need to be making upwards of $100,000 a year to live comfortably. And even then, you got car insurance and all this other shit. It's expensive to live in New Jersey. Expensive to live anywhere in the world right now because people are just making decisions to line their pockets.
Exactly. And that is probably I wouldn't even say that's even an opinion. That's more or less of an objective fact because that's just what's going on in the world right now. But, someone, because we offend a lot of people on this show occasionally, someone's going to be like, oh, these guys have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Their opinions are trash. They're this, they're that. And I'm like, no.
Bitch, your opinion is trash. You got me so flustered. I'm fucking speaking gibberish.
Exactly.
Your opinion is pash. There you go.
Your opinion is pash.
No, it's just
fucking. There's always that one person.
People don't see shit when it's right in front of your goddamn face. Like the answer is right there in front of you, right? Or how can you be so closed-minded that you just don't see this, bro? Like people live in their fucking. The thing that I hate about anyone from anywhere with the fucking opinion, if you've never stepped outside of your fucking bubble, please don't tell me. You've not experienced nothing. You've experienced nothing. You know nothing of how the world operates other than what you see in front of a screen, and you're choosing to see that versus when you get out into the world, there are experiences that you're going to have no choice but to be in it because that's just what life is, right? Travel somewhere else, embrace another culture, embrace different thoughts and ideas. Get the fuck out of your bubble. People who've never left my town, I'm like, bro, what are we going to talk about? Like, what are we going to talk about? Oh, the glory years of high school? What the fuck are we going to talk about, bro? Like, real shit.
At that point, you personally have done so much in your life where your glory years probably even came after high school.
Yeah, like, what are glory years? I've lived a nice life. My life has been up and down, left and right, but it's been a good one. I can't really complain. We take so much time in complaining about every fucking little thing that we don't take a step back to actually take a look at our life and be like, hey, it's not that bad. Other people have it worse. Like, it's not that bad. We complain. We're first world problems. That's what they are. First world problems.
It really is.
My Starbucks, meh. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The other day, someone called and complained about their DoorDash order. So they called saying, "Well, I ordered a junior hoagie, but I got a shorty hoagie instead."
What is it?
Okay.
Different?
Is there a difference?
A junior is like the smallest one you could get. A shorty is like the medium one.
So you paid for the small one and got the medium one. What's
Yeah.
You got a steal. That's what you literally
Yes.
got.
Yeah,
You
but
literally got
they still
fleeced.
called to complain about it. No, they didn't get fleeced. They got
Well, you got fleeced because you took money and you gave away a better product.
Oh,
But
so they wanted to speak to the manager. I'm like, they're a little busy right now. And then
the manager's gonna be like, "You look at here."
yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'll write down your name, number, call back. And
Oh
then
my God.
I tell the manager this, and she's like, I'm not calling her back.
For what? For what? There's gonna be reasons. That's people are ridiculous. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually mad. You gave me more food than I wanted, and now I'm pissed off.
and I paid for. a
I paid
smaller
for less,
portion.
and you gave me more. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, how dare you? How dare you? I just wanted to eat my small hoagie. Okay.
I wanted to eat my smaller hoagie, and I got a small insteed.
I don't know, man. Stupidity
Like-
and
it's like
entitlement. Entitlement is another fucking
It's like
plague.
calling
Most of the American population, bro.
It's like calling McDonald's. Like, yeah, I ordered a 20-piece nugget, and I got 22 pieces. Where the fuck's your manager?
Yeah. Shut up your ass up.
I need them on the phone right now. I'm very pissed off. I wanted 20, and I only got 22.
So that bitch eat his nuggets and just shut up. Shut up.
It's just along the basis of first world problems. There's bigger things to worry about than, what size hoagie did I get? You put lettuce in, and I didn't want lettuce. It's like, all right, well, fucking take the lettuce off.
So, actually, you know what? That's actually a good segue to another topic that we can discuss. And that is, how people have a sense of entitlement and all this stuff. But apparently, while people have a sense of all of these things, whether it's entitlement and stupidity, we become desensitized to a lot of other things, such as violence and other things and tragedies. As we all know, Mike alluded to this last week so very bluntly, the whole ocean port, Titan submarine, and
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate. Yeah, whatever it was. Goes to show how much I actually cared about that fucking scenario. So the thing I want to talk about, gentlemen, is like becoming desensitized to things like tragedies and violence and all this other stuff. And, putting emphasis on other things that really don't matter as much, like being more sensitive to things that no one really cares about, as opposed to these tragedies, if that makes any sense at all, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly.
Because think about it like this submarine shit. This has been memed to death for the last week. Since our last recording, this has been memed to death. And honestly, I'm going to hell for this, but I've laughed at pretty much every single one of these memes that has come across my feed because they're just that funny. They're that funny.
Why wouldn't you laugh, bro? These people spent what, $250,000, I think it was, right? Something like that. $250,000 to go down there for that's unnecessary, bro.
To die.
You're
To die. Yeah.
The only good thing that these idiots ever got out of that whole ordeal was that their death was quick.
Very. It was
That's
like point
I was saying,
whatever
they
tenths
found,
of a second.
They found wreckage of it the other day. Yesterday, they brought up wreckage of it.
You leave them dumb motherfuckers where they're at.
Oh, they're in pieces, man. They became shark food the second that shit went down.
Oh, no, they still found human remains in it.
Oh,
Yes,
sure they did.
love it. Feed it to Fido. Woo.
See, this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. Like, we've become so desensitized. Like, even like violence in general. Like, no one's really bothered about war anymore. No one's necessarily bothered by. I don't want to say the school shootings and stuff, but it's happened so often now that it's just like it comes across my feed, and it's like I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Have you noticed since Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, how, like your Twitter page or your For You page on Twitter, whatever, you're seeing more like violence and gore, like people actually dying on a post. It's like, where did this come from? It's only happened in the last few months or years since Elon Musk has taken over Twitter.
Ugh. I could go into a whole rant about Elon Musk taking over Twitter, but that's actually a good point though, because it's just like the internet in general has more or less desensitized us, and media in general, because how much violence is on TV that we don't really care about because we know it's fake. But when we see it pop up on like screens of real people and real issues, it's like, scroll past, don't really care. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You doing all right over there, Mike? I don't think he can hear us.
No, I hear you. They gave me a cookie.
They gave you a cookie?
Oh yeah, that's what's
shit. They gave you a cookie.
Were you supposed to
eat sweets, man? So this
Were you supposed to get a cookie?
No.
Oh, yeah, dial them up right now. Yeah, hello. I ordered chicken,
hello.
and you gave me a cookie. I
Chuli
didn't ask for a cookie. I asked for chicken, and you gave me an extra cookie.
What is this? What is this?
So then I have to ask, is the cookie good?
Yeah, it's soft too.
Soft too? Shit,
Mhm.
man.
Wait, first, you're eating the cookie before the chicken?
Yeah. I can't eat my chicken on camera. I get disowned. Bro,
you get disowned?
There's a way to eat chicken, man. There's a way you got to clean home.
You got that. You're gonna have to get all that. Gonna get all that gristle and grease all in that beard of yours.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's soap and water to clean up afterward.
Exactly. Oh man, this show has gone off the rails, man. I love it. I fucking love it. But anyway, back to the topic. Mike, what are your thoughts on the whole scenario while you enjoy that cookie?
On what? Desensitized? Listen, we're at a point where people don't care about shit unless it affects them personally. Right? That's where we're at with it. Because the fact that you see little babies, innocent children dying, and you don't care, there's a problem. If a grown man or woman gets shot up, that's sad, but they've lived a life, full life, or half of their life, whatever. But children, come on. You can't tell me that doesn't affect you, that you're not bothered by that. If you're not bothered by it, something is wrong with you.
I mean, going back to what I'd said previously, like when a school shooting happens, like, yeah, it bothers me, but it's like, what am I going to do? The same.
There's really nothing.
It's the same cycle that happens every time. So it's like, unless something changes, what is there really to do or care about at that point? Because nothing's going to change. So unfortunately,
it's like that one senator in Tennessee is like, we're not going to do anything to stop it. That's literally what he said.
To all your friends that support guns, that we support them, their right to have guns, but that it should be a lot harder to get guns. That's it. I don't care that people like guns. I don't care that I'm not into it, but there are people that aren't into sneakers and shit. Okay, cool. So I'm not opposed to people owning weapons, right? You want your fucking whatever it is that you want, your MP5, cool, bro. Have it. You want an fucking M4? Cool, have it. I don't care. But it should be hard to get one. There should be background checks and psychological evaluations. People are getting shot and we're going around like it's cool, man. It's not cool, bro.
It was the saying I'm referring to, Tim Burchett, from that trans shooting at a Tennessee school. He said,
yeah, the one that happened a couple months ago.
Yeah, he said it's a horrible, horrible situation, and we're not going to fix it. Criminals are going to be criminals. Like, what? No, you can fix it. You just choose not to. And then he says, I don't think you're going to stop the gun violence. I think you got to change people's hearts. No.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just stupidity.
What a load of shit.
Yeah. And meanwhile, as we've alluded to throughout the episode, we got people being sensitive over other shit, as opposed not including violence. You know, people are all up in arms about other things that don't really matter to them. You know, and really, and I think we've talked about this a few times, it really just comes off as virtue signaling, if anything. How people get offended by certain topics and
You know what just struck me?
things.
Sorry. You know what just struck me? It amazes me how, and this is largely conservatives too, because they're all pro-gun and whatnot. It amazes me how you have all these school shootings and they don't bat an eye to it. Like they choose to not fix it, or they choose to not spend their energy on that topic. But about drag to the kids, LGBTQ, pushing that to the kids, they're more concerned with that than with that same group of kids getting shot to death in the school.
Mm-hmm.
The duality of man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I sum it up as.
The one that I love the most is we have our system. What is this? Adoption. That system. Right? We all know how fucked it is. Right? And these same people that are like, oh, don't teach our children this stuff, right? Are the same people that oppose abortions. Okay? So then you're forcing people who, for whatever reason, don't want to have this child, right? You're forcing this child to be born. Okay? This child's going to end up into the system. Fucked up system. It's going to fuck up this child in the long run. Why are we not actually thinking about these children? I'm not saying abortion is good. I'm against it. Although I'm against it, it's not my right to tell someone what to do with their body. That's my opinion on the matter. But why don't we make decisions that actually benefit our children? Why does it seem that with all the ones that we make just fucks them over and over and over again? From left, from right, up and down, all over. It's poor kids, man. What kind of world are we bringing? Why would you even want to have children? Why would we want to bring children into this fucked up ass world?
I'm not doing it. My mom tells me this all the time. It's like if I were growing up now as a 20-some-year-old woman, and if I wanted to have kids, I wouldn't have kids in this lifetime. No, not in this generation.
No. I thought about it the other day. Why? Oh my God, I want to have some more kids. Well, I'm like, why, bro? Legacy? Yeah, that's cool. That sounds nice. Right. But they got to live in this shit. And life is not all bad, but it can't be good when all these people around you are constantly doing fuckery that affects you. It's like they're doing so many different things that just affects your quality of life. And my body, like if what you decide affects my body, we have a problem.
I was thinking, because we talked about how people don't care about things that don't affect them. But then what happens when what you don't care about gets closer and closer and hits a little bit closer to home than maybe you would like? You think about that?
And it's too late.
Then at that point, it's too late. Now it's your own people and your own family and your own whoever gets getting affected and thus affecting you in the process.
Yeah. You don't care about shit until it directly affects them. And, I'm not saying I'm perfect in my thought process and that everything I try to be as good of a human as I possibly can. Damn it. I don't want to see none of my friends die to gun violence. I don't want to see my friends die to police brutality. I don't want to see my friends in the LGBTQ, RSTU, VWXYZ community. I don't want to see them having to deal with the abuse of everyone of these online characters or having to worry about if they're going to get assaulted. Like, yo, just mind your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply to you, keep it trucking. If you don't like something, you can't find a way to meet in a happy medium where everybody can be fucking happy. Yo, sit your clown ass down. I'm tired of this unnecessary conflict between adults. You got adults acting like fucking kids, bro. Like I know I said about being mature, but you got people. These are people in positions of power, in positions to make decisions and affect change, acting like absolute fucking children.
I feel as though that wasn't as prevalent, and maybe I could be wrong and my memory's shoddy, but I feel like that wasn't as prevalent until Trump got into office.
Yo,
like if it's one thing I will fault Trump for is how he handled himself on social media. Thus, it basically giving other political figures the idea that, hey, you can look like an ass online, and people will still vote for you.
Yeah, like Major Taylor Green.
Major Taylor Green was the first person I thought of when I fucking said that.
She looks like if Trump were a woman, but is still born a man.
Jail.
What she looks like. Or what he looks like. Or what they look like. Or what it looks like.
Stop it. Oh, God.
God damn, Hunter.
Jesus, Hunter.
She is the definition of a dumb bitch blonde.
Oh, my God. You know something? Mike was saying how he wants to throw hands with God. I want to see Hunter throw hands with Major Taylor Green.
You won't do it.
You won't. Major Taylor Green, we challenge you.
You're probably born a man, so I probably could.
Buffer. It's time.
Well, let's get ready to rumble. Oh, my God. All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think this was a fun episode today, man. Unless anybody has anything that they want to close it out with.
Nah, son. Take us to church, bro.
Take it to church. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking out episode 43 of the Bromigos Podcast. We appreciate you being here. You can find us on all of your favorite podcasting platforms, including but not limited to Apple, Spotify, Google, the Good Pods app, so many more. If you have a podcasting platform that you like to listen to the show on, by all means, follow us there and leave some feedback for your boys, man. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can leave feedback. There's Apple, there's Spotify, there's YouTube, and I'll get to that in a second. Man, give us some feedback. We appreciate it. Anyway, Facebook and Instagram, The Bromigos Pod, TikTok, The Bromigos Podcast. Who wants to talk about the YouTube channel?
I will.
Channel, man.
Yeah, if you don't subscribe to the YouTube, Major Taylor Green will show up in your bed tonight. And unless you're on that side, you
Jail.
don't want that. You don't want
Oh my God!
I'm trying so. Oh my! That was out of pocket.
Subscribe, people. Subscribe.
Subscribes. We don't want Marjorie
You
Taylor
don't want
Greene
that
to show
bitch in
up.
your bed.
We don't want that bitch in your bed.
She got bed bugs. She's got
Your shit.
ear ticks. She got a whole bunch of shit you don't want.
Damn, this bitch dirty. Goddamn. But shit.
Yeah.
And last but not least, of course, Full Swap Radio, man. Thanks for supporting us and airing our episodes of our show every Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Please adjust that to your time zone. That's it, guys. We outie.
Now take it easy, peace.
You've been listening to the Bromigos Podcast.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. I beat him.